So, what about present-day views? Well, we've invited along 4 people of opposing beliefs for a live discussion in the studio.
First, Dr. Angela Gow-Jones, one of the world's leading cosmologists. Angela, I believe you're a bit unusual amongst scientists in that you don't have a single hair on your body or head.
That's right, but I find that not having to waste any time combing, styling or shaving off my hair has enabled me to devote much more time to science than my colleagues, making me the top expert that I am today.
Second up is fundamentalist Christian Clive Nuttall.
Hello.
Who believes that God created the world and universe in 6 days, literally. Now, obviously, that is rubbish, but we're obliged to attempt to have a balanced programme.
Well, Mr. Lee, in a free country, you are entitled to your opinion, but I hope you appreciate that, as a result, you will ignite in the fiery pit of hell, with burning breeze blocks smashing together on your most secret place. For always.
Yes, thank you. I do appreciate that will happen. Our third debater is Ian, a bloke I met at a party who managed to corner me in the queue for the toilet and treat me to a 4-hour free-form lecture on his carefully thought-out theories of creation.
Yeah, hello again. Do you know if there's any more drink anywhere? I bought a can of Strike Lager along. I hid it under my coat, but someone nicked it.
And finally, giving the secular humanist atheist point of view, is my 12-year-old nephew, Michael.
Hi, Uncle Stu. There's certainly a strong family resemblance there, isn't there, Stuart? Yes, there is.
Shut up.
Right, so let's put our guests into the soundproof debating chamber where they can't hear what's going on in the rest of the programme to see if they can argue their own way to some sort of consensus by the end of the show.
Right, I'm over here now walking through this marvellous 40-foot model of a DNA molecule. The building block of which all living matter is comprised. That's right, it's a mock-up of the endless, twisting, swirling, spiral structure of human DNA. Built entirely from matchsticks by out-of-work actor Steve Brown. And Steve's model doubles up as an educational helter-skelter ride for underprivileged children. Come on, kids, let's go, yeah!
Save me some candy floss, eh, Stu? Meanwhile, I'm down on terra firma with DNA expert Dr. Anton Dawkins.
Yes, hello. As we all know, the DNA molecule contains genetic messages which pass physical characteristics from generation to generation, allowing hereditary problems to be foreseen.
Yes, I remember once I was going to marry a girl I knew, but at the wedding I noticed one of her relatives had ginger hair. So obviously I stopped the service immediately. Actually, it turned out this relative was just someone from her work, but still, best to be on the safe side, eh?
Yes, it is. Now, I believe that DNA also secretly stores race memories, holding possibly the secret of creation itself. So, this evening, in the studio, I'm going to unravel this microscopic strand of human DNA using a high-powered electron microscope, 3 knitting needles, and my own spit. And I can see the first message coming through. Yes, it says, Tim, I have taken the kids and gone to live with your brother. Don't try and phone Claire.
Is that it?
Well, as I say, there's an awful lot of stuff in there. We will find more relevant information further in, I'm sure.
Well, we'll come back to Dr. Dawkins later. Now, what are the Christians' ideas? They say God created everything in 6 days, not the 15 billion years that scientists reckon.
Well, 6 days, 15 billion years. What's the difference?
The difference is 14,999,999,999 years and 359 days. Or 360 days if it was a leap year. That is the difference.
You're just splitting hairs, Stuart. When Christians say day, they just mean a length of time.
Well, it must be difficult arranging to meet them.
But has science then disproved the presence of a God in creation? God might well exist, but where I am troubled in my faith is why would God bother? If I was an all-powerful God, I wouldn't waste my time making a world of stupid people to judge and then reward the most stupid and smug people for believing in me when I obviously don't exist. What I'd make is a really big cheese toasty sandwich with pickle and then stay in bed all day, making my own amusement.
So what you're saying, Rich, is that if you were the creator, you'd make some cheese, bread, a Breville toaster and a piece of old rag.
Well, Stuart, it takes all sorts to make a world, doesn't it?
Let's go back to the ongoing debate.
No. God created man in his image, and then he made woman as well for to be his plaything and slave. For it is written, and those who argue are harlots and dismal gigolos.
Come now, Mr. Nuttall. The two sexes came about purely by chance, a process of evolutionary necessity and reproductive convenience. Your ideas are as foolish as believing that Farcons can travel both ways through nebulae.
But if there isn't a God, where did the world come from? Can your whorish science answer that?
Yeah, but if God made the world, who made God, eh?
No. For it is written that God just is. That's how.
And whoever made God, and so on to infinity, plus one.
What if, maybe, we're all right? I think everything is true, no matter how wrong it may be. And that whatever you personally believe will happen to you when you die. Have you got a spare fag, mate?
Smoking is Beelzebub's amusement.
What, yes or no?
Look, have one of mine in, all right.
Well, it's always good to hear from people with fixed opinions. Personally, I live my life according to the Book of Lies by the occultist Aleister Crowley. And what I believe is that we should all slay the snake of certainty and exalt the horn of the doubt goat.
But need there have been a creation at all? Do we just feel the need for a beginning because of our fixed ideas about time? I fly in the face of oppressive Greenwich Mean Time by always setting my watch wrongly by exactly 2 hours.
Well, Einstein would have approved of that. His great achievements include inventing the atomic bomb, spending a night in a motel with Marilyn Monroe, and of course thinking up his theories of relativity.
Einstein's first theory of relativity stated that time moves more slowly if you spend it with your relatives.
And his second theory went on to say that, time flies by when you're enjoying yourself, doesn't it?
To put this to the test, we both went out yesterday. Stu, to have as good a time as possible, and me, to the annual family gathering at my gran's in Middlesbrough.
Right, I'm at the Chesterton World of Adventures on the Vampire Bat Ride, drinking a 6-pack of Strike Lager. Ha ha ha!
Would you like another lemon squash, Richard?
Could I have coffee this time, Nanu?
Here's your lemon squash, nice and weak.
Thank you, Nanu.
Right, now I'm at a club in London and I'm about to take some of the mind-bending sex drug ecstasy to find out if E really does equal MC squared. Oh, wow, amazing. There's peas coming out of my face. Ah!
Now, Richard, this slide is that slide which is the slide of me and Auntie Jean on holiday in Newquay, wearing hats. And this slide is that slide which is the slide of me and Jean again, still in Newquay, but look, I'm not wearing a hat now. I'm holding it in my hand. Can you see?
Oh, yeah, do that way, yeah.
Uncle Richard, do you know what the rudest word ever is?
No, Sarah, I don't know.
It is we. Wee! You are fat.
Well, to me it seemed that my day with the family had taken 8 or 9 months. But on leaving the house, I found earth clocks had moved forward only 4 minutes.
And although I felt that my day was over in under 11 minutes, a medical examination of my liver, heart, kidneys, brain and reproductive organs showed that I'd aged 10 years. Einstein was right.
His work shows that if God had spent the week with his relatives, he would easily have found time to create everything in 6 days and still lie in on Sunday.